Hey everybody, today's look is inspired by a look that I found of Hayden Panettiere. She had this beautiful, nice smoky eye using purples and grays. And her skin is very beautiful and glowy with a lot of shimmer and a nice pink lip. And that's the look that we're doing today. If you guys want to see the picture for the inspiration, just check out my blog and it'll be listed below. Also, all the products will be listed as well. So if you want to see how to get this look, just stay tuned. I've gone ahead and applied primer all over my skin to start. Now I'm just applying a little bit of foundation just to even out my skin tone. And the foundation that I'm using is the HD foundation from Makeup Forever. This is a great foundation, but if you do find that the coverage is a bit too heavy for you, a great option is to mix the foundation with a little bit of moisturizer or even a little bit of primer to just kind of water it down a bit and it won't be as thick. And then you can get a really nice even application and still not get full coverage if you don't really like that. I'm using my NARS concealer for under my eyes. Try to keep the concealer just in the area where you have darkness. You don't need to put it all over. Kind of defeats the point of using concealer. Next, a hint of powder just to make everything stick. You don't need a lot, just a little bit goes a long way. I'm very light-handed with this. First, I'm going to apply a little bit of bronzer all over just to warm up my skin tone. Because Hayden's skin in the picture is definitely on the warmer side. A little bit of bronzer makes a big difference if you're pale like me. And then I'm just going to go in with a slightly smaller brush to use the bronzer to contour. So I'm just contouring along just my cheekbone, just underneath my cheekbone. Because you can tell Hayden's cheekbones are quite defined. It's probably natural on her, but for us, we're going to fake it a little bit. Actually, it's probably not natural on her. It's probably just as fake as ours. For blush, I'm using the NARS Orgasm Blush. This is a really nice peachy pink, pretty much the exact color that she's wearing. And it's got a lot of gold in it, which is what we want because her skin just looks really shimmery. And this is going to give us that nice golden shimmer. So I'm applying it mainly to the apples of my cheeks, just like her. And then just softly blending it back. For eyebrows, I'm going to keep them pretty soft. You don't even really need to do much to your eyebrows for this look. You can just kind of brush them up to groom them. Because hers are very natural. But I'm just going to add a hint of a brow gel to it. And the one that I'm using is the MAC Brow Gel. This is called Show Off. And it just comes in a wand like this. It looks like a mascara wand. And you just brush it onto the hairs. And so basically what it does is going to just define my brows just a bit. And give them a nice hold. And you could do that with just a clear brow gel. It doesn't need to be tinted. Now let's start with the eyes. So I'm prepping my eyes with an eyeshadow base, an eye primer. And what I'm using is the NARS Smudge Proof Primer. I just added a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just applying it with my finger. And I like to apply it all over my lid and then work it up. And since we are doing eyeshadow along the bottom, I'm going to apply a hint along the bottom as well. That's just going to help avoid any eyeshadow smudging. Starting off with the color Soft Brown, I'm going to use this color just to create a little bit of a crease. So to create a shadow in that area. And the brush that I'm using is the 17S brush from Makeup Forever, but you can use, there's lots of similar brushes. You can use the MAC 224, or another really great option is the Louise Young number 38 brush, or even the MAC 217 will work. Anything that's kind of the shape, I'm just using it just to define that area. Next, I'm going in with the color Texture. This is a really nice soft brown with a hint of orange in it. You can use that, or if you don't have that color, you can use Cork. That's also very similar. And I'm just pretty much doing that same shape as earlier, just along my crease, but now I'm just going to define it a bit more to create a bit more shadows in that area. For the lid, I'm using a mix of two colors, Shale and Star Violet, to get that kind of purpley tone on her top lid. I'm starting off with Shale and applying it all over my lid. It's kind of a purpley gray. And on the front part of my lid, just in the first half, I'm applying Star Violet on top of Shale, just to make it look a bit more purple. With a black pencil, line your waterline, and we're gonna line our entire eye all the way from corner to corner. And then very lightly, I'm just going to smudge a bit of this black pencil into my lashes. Starting from the outer corner, then working in. Using a smaller, more defined brush, I'm using this pencil brush. I'm going to apply a little bit of gray eyeshadow underneath. The one that I'm using is Print. This is from MAC, but any gray eyeshadow will work. There's lots of different ones. Print is a little bit lighter, so you can go a bit darker if you want. And just starting from the outer corner to blend in that eyeshadow with the pencil that we applied. Of course, this probably looks a little bit scary, but don't worry, we're getting there. Taking that same gray shadow we just used, we're going to apply a bit just on the outer corner of our eye. We want to bring it out just to extend the eye a little bit. I'm keeping the focus kind of the most shadow along your lash line. I'm going to add those two colors we used on our lid, Shale and Star Violet, just along the inner corner to blend it in with that gray on the bottom. Next, using some black liquid liner, I'm using the Makeup Forever Aqua Black. We're just going to do a fairly thin line along the top, keeping it a little bit thinner on the inner corner, and then just slightly thicker on the outer part of your eye. And then we're going to do a little bit of mascara. So curl your lashes first. And apply a couple of coats of a nice thick black mascara. And the one that I'm using is the Smoky Lash from Makeup Forever. Of course, Hayden is wearing a nice thick pair of lashes, so we're going to go ahead and put some on. These are the 120 Demi Lashes from Ardell. Nice cheap ones, but they look really good. They're nice and full. Okay, last step for the lips and then we're done. So we're going to use something a bit pinky, just like Hayden's, and a little bit of gloss as a highlight right in the center of her lip. The lip pencil that I'm using is one of my favorites. I use it all the time. This is Subculture from MAC. And I'm just using this to line my full lip with it. And on top of that, I'm applying a little bit of a gloss. This is the number 8 Glossy Full from Makeup Forever. That's the final look. The lip color is a little bit off. This is a little bit darker than what she has, but then again, it could be the lighting. For the lip, just go with something really pinky, then you'll get it right. So it's a really nice, fun, smoky eye. Actually pretty easy to do. Even if you don't put lashes on, it still totally makes your eyes pop. And yeah, hope you guys like it. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later. Bye!